And we would smoke marijuana. This would help us get through the night. And I was sharing a room with the keyboard player. We went back there. We sat on his bed. We were smoking a pipe. This was back before good pot. It all had seeds in it and stuff. We got high. We went back and played the final set. And then we're walking back through the parking lot, and we started hearing all these sirens. And, oh, wow, something's going on. And then we keep walking, and I start seeing smoke coming up from our end of the building. And I start running at that point, and I run around the corner, and there's about 5 fire trucks there and police, and this fireman is getting ready to axe down our door, my door. And I'm going, oh, my goodness. And I didn't know what else to do except, here, I got a key. And he said, is anybody in there? Is anybody? And they were evacuating the whole floor and stuff. And I'm like, no one's in there. Oh, my God, what happened? Plus, this is going on, and I'm high, which made it even kind of worse. They go in, and the room is just filled with smoke. Smoke is just billowing out the door. And I'm like, oh, my God, what happened here? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? The hotel manager comes running up, and he's all kind of apologetic, like, oh, gosh, I don't know what happened, but I'm so sorry. We don't have any more rooms to put you up in for tonight. You have to share rooms with your other bandmates. And I'm like, God, he's apologizing to me. And so they asked, what happened was a seed had popped into the middle of the keyboardist's open suitcase. And it burned a hole, an oval shape, all the way through the bed.
Through the suitcase, through the bed,
suitcase,
through the floor.
The TV was melted.
Super seed.
It's almost gotten through the firewall.
The TV was melted?
Yeah, there were
It's
no
like
real flames.
It's like a story you should tell your children.
It was
one pot seed. Drugs aren't for anyone.
Drugs are bad. I'm telling you.
It's the gateway fire starter.
Oh, God. And it was just so embarrassing and nerve-wracking. Oh my God, what's going to happen? And a fireman comes walking out. He had this long pole, and he had the frame of the guy's suitcase on the end of it. It was just
it's like a giant fry bucket.
Exactly. And he's bringing it out, and I look, and I see the hole in the bed, and nothing was really burned up, but it was heavily smoke damaged, and the bed had a big hole in it. And
how big was the seed?
I don't know, but thank God for Sensibilia pot.
Doesn't have to be big. Get those molecules rub up against each other.
The son of a firefighter.
Or what was in his suitcase? A lot of polyester. I mean, we were a disco band. And
well, there you go.
There's the moral of the story.
The worst.
This isn't an anti-drug tale.
It's a disco inferno story.
Well, and so then people were starting to ask us what happened to what started this fire, and the story came really easily to me. I said, well, this afternoon I put a quarter in the vibrating bed, and it just kind of made a noise and didn't do anything. And I'm thinking, God, I'm a genius. And the story held for months, and the worst loss I got was the disco band. We wore black jumpsuits. And we had alternating shirts, one kind of wild paisley polyester shirt, and one for a more upscale dinner set kind of thing.
Kind of a mustard.
Blue satin with the frilly, very Seinfeld-y kind of shirt. And it was hanging on the rack inside the room. The clothes weren't ruined, but they were very heavily smoke damaged. But I said, well, God, what am I going to... I need that shirt tomorrow night kind of thing. And
we're going upscale tomorrow night.
So I took it to the dry cleaners, and then I get it back, and it seemed fine. But then the next gig, when I started sweating in it, it was just the smoke came right back out, and it was just awful.